Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you.
What does the nanny do?
Okay, so we're done.
Goodbye.
You. Shut it off.
Do not twist my words. Do not make me a victim, sweetie.
Just look at the mountain. That's what you saw that day.
Just the knife in the kidneys over all these years and the sacrifices that I made to love you.
Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you.
Season 4, Episode 3, Brutal Honesty. Kimber, do you like my jingle?
I love it.
Did it move you?
It did.
Did
if
it-
only we could harmonize right now. But I don't have faith in our ability to do that.
Did it touch you in places that only the vocal stylings of one Chris from My Sister Ives podcast could touch you?
Yes, it made me quiver in my loins.
Ooh, quiver in your loins. So exciting. Well, this is our first shorty episode since you've joined, a 22-minuter. So this one kind of flew by. It went by pretty quickly.
Yeah, little bibby of an episode.
A bibby?
A little bibby.
Oh, a bibby. Bibby of an episode.
Hmm.
We open this episode at Janelle's house, where Logan is surrounded by children, which is not new for Logan and for our experience with Logan. He's telling the camera that tomorrow is Kody's birthday. And so he's going to take some of the younger children to the scrapbook store to pick up things to make presents.
Homemade gifts.
Oh, just so special.
Better be better than the box of rocks. That's all I was thinking. Box of rocks.
Savannah definitely makes up for it in this episode with her gift. It was much more
does.
touching. I mean, the other one was touching too, but it was a box of rocks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, creativity.
Yeah,
We want to encourage the youth.
right. I mean, it was very creative. The box of rocks was creative, I will
Mhm.
admit.
Mm-hmm.
Just not something I would like to receive. Please, nobody ever give me a box of rocks. I'm putting that out there right now. If anyone ever gives me a box of rocks, I may or may not have permission to slap you.
I
I'm
was gonna
putting
say-
it out there right now.
I'm taking mental note. I'm
Okay.
going to text your husband. Kimber wants a box of rocks for her birthday.
A box of rocks, meaning precious gemstones.
Diamonds. While this is happening, Logan is talking about moving out of the house after school is done, as he's a senior in high school, so he has some milestones coming up. He's like, I don't know what I'm going to take with me of the family dynamics. And it's like he's totally being prompted to give something. But he's like a 17, 18-year-old kid who's like, yeah, I guess I'm just moving on. Like, I don't know. It was a little weird.
Yeah.
I don't know that it meant anything.
They were trying to get more out of him, and he's a teenage boy that it's hard to get him to talk, probably. You know? Just
And he is like, he's like a natural in his own way. I don't think I've ever thought he was weird.
No, of course not. No. He's probably
Weird.
one of the most normal,
Yes.
of the entire group. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So they go to this store, and it is a little bit of a mini version of Brown Chaos. He's escorting the children across the parking lot and into the store, and they're a little chaos crazy. And they bought a bunch of stuff to make gifts for Kody.
Yeah, they probably spent way too much on a bunch of stuff that is going to end up in a box or in the trash.
Yep, in a
I don't know.
landfill.
Yeah, in a landfill.
And that's how those places are. Everything is so expensive when you're trying to buy crafts and whatnot.
I was just thinking, so they're just running through the store picking things out, right? And I'm thinking, oh my God, I want to know how much that is or that is. It's probably like $5 for this, $5 for that. And each kid's picking out a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, it's never inexpensive to go to those kind of stores. And
No.
I do love the running joke, and this isn't necessarily about birthday gifts, but the crafters in our lives, and I'm not giving you big eyes
You're
by
not
any,
looking at me at all.
by any stretch.
Not at all.
But the amount of money people spend on stuff to make things.
Yeah.
And how often these things will end up in a room maybe never used or used once, and there's like a whole bunch of it left or whatever. And it's just wonderful because why buy something already made at the store when you could make it yourself?
Oh God, you're totally talking about me. No.
I'm talking about all the women in
Yeah.
my life who have craft rooms or storage areas or places where there's just a bunch of shit that they're going to do something with. And I know I'm talking about like 90% of the people listening to this podcast, so I'm trying not to make it sound too terrible.
I'm going to tell you, so as a married woman with 2 small children,
Of a certain age.
Of a certain age. I have a bunch of ambitions, and I will get stuff with the best of intentions and then never have the time to execute. It is a bummer. But,
It is a bummer. Very
I'll get to it
disappointing.
one day. Give me 20 years. I'll get to it.
In 20 years,
Yep.
years.
You're just not a crafter. You're like a painter. You would do stuff to fix things up, but you wouldn't be sitting around doing a craft. That's not you.
I do know what I'm not going to do.
And that is craft.
And I think some women in my life maybe don't know that. And they're all good intentions.
They don't know that you're not going to craft?
No, they don't know that they're not going to craft. They're like, I'm going to make the most beautiful insert here. And it's like, okay, sounds
Jeez.
good.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see it. So bad.
Oh, I thought that was a nice moment of reflection.
Oh, no.
Of course
No
not.
self-reflection on this podcast.
No.
Only judging others. We cut to Meri's house, and the wives have all gathered to plan Kody's party. So they're showing the wives getting together at Meri's house to plan this party. And they cut to all of the women on the couch with Kody. And he says something, like, well, all the wives need to have their birthdays be their birthdays and their special days. And all of the wives need my birthday to be their special days. Ha, 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 ha.
He says they all have to have access to me on my birthday. They kept all saying access to Kody on his
Yes.
birthday. And I'm like, whoa. What
Mhm.
does that mean?
I know, like, he's not getting 4 birthday blowjobs, right?
No. You could tell, okay, this is what maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm reading into things too much, but you could tell that he kind of was like, I probably would rather spend it with one wife because I know I'm going to get laid that night. But he's got to spend it with all of them, and he's not getting any poo-tang when he's with the whole Wu-Tang clan. Like, this is not going to happen, right? Unless, I suppose he's got to stay at somebody's
I was going
house
to say,
that
he's
night.
like, birthday's wrapped by 8 and I'm staying at Robyn's. Like, oh my
yeah.
God. He like plans it out like in advance to get the cycle right so that he can be at Robyn's for his birthday.
Perhaps.
He's a manipulative fuck.
Yeah. The women, though, they kind of squabble about it.
Did they have a squabble?
During the sit-down part where they're talking about all having access to him, he's kind of trying to be silly about it, and they get a little defensive. Like, well, don't you want to see us all on your birthday?
Right, yeah.
They kind of, especially Christine.
Yeah.
She was snippy about it.
She's real happy these days.
Yeah.
And you can tell in all of her sound bites.
It was very apparent.
What do you mean you don't want to spend your birthday with all your wives?
What do you mean?
You know, the vibe didn't start like that, but thanks for bringing it there.
Demon comes out, yeah.
Christine. When they're at the house, Meri suggests that they get Kody a computer because he's been needing one. And there does seem to be a general consensus like, yeah, he might not be the most excited about it, but he has been talking about it. Nothing stood out to me in this conversation. Did anything stand out to you?
No, nobody really had much to say about it. They talked about a watch for a minute, and then they agree, and they ask, like, do we have all the money for this? And you kind of wonder who's ponying up what portion.
Mhm.
You know, obviously some of them are staying at home, and that's totally fine. They cannot contribute, but they get to put their name on the gift, and that's very generous of the other wives. And I think that this is a moment where the sister wives thing, they're being very nice, and they are coming together and being like, yes, we are all going to go in on this gift. Everyone's name is going to go in on it, which is really nice, isn't it? I think so.
It seemed like well-natured, well-intended.
Yeah.
Everyone is like, we're going to get this gift for Kody. It's an expensive gift. We'll have to figure out where in our budgets we can make it happen.
Yep,
Blah, blah, blah.
but we'll do it.
While they're talking about this, they're sitting around the table, the like dining table or the kitchen table, and they're assembling gift bags / party bags or whatever. Look like favor bags for probably the kids.
Yeah,
I'm
they were
assuming.
putting together little party favor bags in like plastic little baggies. We didn't really see what was, or I didn't pay attention to
Yeah.
what was going into them. But why do you need to give your kids a party bag on their parents' birthday. Because generally that would be for if you're throwing a child's birthday party. Like, for instance, I am throwing a birthday party for my son this coming Sunday, and the theme is to give a mouse a cookie. So I got little bags of cookies for all the children that come.
Not for the adults?
I mean, there will be leftovers for the adults, don't get me wrong.
Right.
I will probably let you have one.
Ooh, one lonely cookie.
They're the little bags of Famous Amos cookies. I didn't skimp out on the cookies.
That's
They're the
nice.
best
That's
kind.
nice.
But like, okay, that makes sense. All the little kids get to leave with a little bag of cookies from the party. I don't think that the children in this instance need a weird little grab bag that's going to end up in the landfill. Yet again.
Yes, you know what I say. This family loves landfill.
And what a waste of money. It's not cheap to get all those things, too. It adds up.
I kind of suspect that it is almost, I don't want to say a distraction, but a thing for the kids to have and do.
True.
Right? Because they're getting nearly 20 children together.
Yeah.
So they probably feel like if we just give them shit, then at least the young ones will be occupied.
Let's give them all whistles.
Oh, God.
Or harmonicas. Even better. That would be great.
That sounds like torture.
20 harmonicas.
Oh, God. And the Brown family band.
No. So the next morning, Christine is going over to Robyn's, and they're going to compare sizes of their children.
Oh.
Because Truly is so small, and Saul is so large.
She's so big.
He's so big.
Solomon is huge.
So Christine's going over to Robyn's, and that's the very first thing that they do is they weigh in their children.
Mm-hmm. It was funny on the way to Robyn's. Christine is holding Truly, walking down the street and pushing the stroller. And it's funny because they do live close enough. I feel like they live like a block away from each other. So they live close enough where, yeah, maybe it's like, I'm not going to put the kid in the stroller because then I'm just going to take the kid out of the stroller. But it's visually funny to watch someone walking an empty stroller with a child in their hand.
I think that Truly maybe started throwing a fit during the walk and wanted to be like held. The kids do that all of the time.
Yeah.
They'll say in, out, and you kind of oblige them depending on the scenario. And if she didn't want her to throw a fit on camera, perhaps she obliged her.
Yes. I am assuming there was nothing wrong or nefarious. It just was funny to see.
It is funny.
Like,
That is funny.
She's pushing it down the sidewalk and it looks like, oh God.
A ghost stroller.
This woman, like, what is happening? When they're at Robyn's, they start doing the weigh-ins.
The
for
weigh-ins.
Now, this was hard for me to follow. What I did gather was that Truly weighs 19 pounds with her jacket and her shoes on. That's about all I got.
Yeah, Christine was very clear. Oh, little Truly still has her jacket and shoes on, and she's only 19 pounds.
19 pounds. And then she suggests Robyn get on the scale with Saul and then without, and they do the math to determine how much Solomon weighs. This was hard for me to follow. The first number that I gathered was 173.8 pounds, which was Robyn and Saul. Then they said a number.
157 something.
157. I didn't know if it was 150.7. I did not know what was going on.
So then Christine says that he's basically 3 pounds lighter than her. And so he's 16 pounds is kind of what I gather.
Yeah.
And what's their age difference? Because Truly was a brand new baby at one point during the courting. And they say that that was 2.5 years ago. That they've known Robyn for 2.5 years.
I'm assuming that Truly is a year or a year and a half. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because it's like Truly was born before they moved to Vegas. They've spent a holiday season there, and I can't remember what time of year they moved. They don't tell us.
They're just making a really big deal about it and about how close they are in age. And then they make jokes about how Saul's going to be Truly's protector because they're so close. And
puke.
Yeah.
Which will never happen because that's never going to happen.
Right. Well, Christine's like talking about how she's done having kids. She doesn't want any more kids. And Robyn makes a point to say that she might not be done and that Meri might not be done.
Got to throw that in there.
She had to throw that in there. Yep.
Which gave production an opportunity to have Meri have a spotlight moment where she was back at home and they were asking her, and her hair was gorgeous. Her hair's always gorgeous. And Meri reviews how Robyn offered the surrogacy at the end of last season, which we are all very familiar with. We're all disgusted with. I mean, I don't know. I don't think anybody's in favor of this situation.
I don't think
in
so.
our discussions, the comments online, like everyone is just
so.
like, no. Like, no.
I think that exactly what Robyn wanted to happen out of this happened, and that is that Meri says that she will be forever grateful.
Oh, forever grateful for the offer. But she hasn't made a decision yet.
No.
Which, I mean, read between the lines. At the time, maybe you wouldn't know. Like, at time of airing, who knows? But, of course, with what we know now, Meri's not going to say yes. She's just sitting on this. She doesn't really know what to say, I think.
I think that I would feel even like watching it not knowing that the family kind of split up, because I still don't really know what's going on. I've kind of tried to stop watching anything, and I've been not having it come across my feed. I'm not engaging with it so that I can kind of be
Like swipe right away.
bipartisan here.
Get that algorithm retrained.
Yes. I'm going to be the one that is like bipartisan through this. I'm trying.
Oh, bipartisan, because I'm so partisan. Well, I totally am, actually. That's very true. I hate most of these people.
I just mean I'm like trying to not color my ideas of them like until we get to the episodes and I'm building my
You have to have all these
opinion.
reasons to hate Meri. You shouldn't just hate her for no reason.
Right. Oh, boy. So I think I would probably have been like, no, this is going to be weird for Meri and she won't take her up on it because it's too complicated and there's too much that would go into that. And obviously, they aren't the type of people that would be like, oh, we're going to sign a contract. We're going to do this whole thing. And so I think Meri is smart enough to know this could go very south very quickly. She could get her baby taken away maybe or like something weird.
Ugh.
So I think she's smart enough to know that the writing's on the wall a bit and that she wouldn't do it.
Well, you're giving her a lot of, I was going to say praise, but that's not the right word.
Little props.
Little
Well,
props.
who knows? She could have talked about this to Christine and Janelle at this point or something and gotten opinions and
Or to a stranger on the internet.
or to a stranger on the internet.
She's maybe talking to strangers on the internet. We don't know. They haven't talked about that. Maybe she's talking to strangers on the internet. Who knows? I don't know why I would say that out of nowhere. Robyn and Christine arrive at this chain cafe kind of place. I did notice that the name said cafe, but the building was a little more like maybe used to be an Olive Garden or something. Like it was like a not shitty building, but then it had cafe, which always makes me feel weird because when I'm going to a cafe, I want it to look like, yeah, this is a cafe. Like the griddle, like the pancakes are going to have that taste
Got a
to
little
them.
grease to
Yes.
it, that
I
flavor.
don't want it to be too polished. It's a cafe. But then when they show interior shots, I'm like, oh, it's definitely a cafe. Like, it's not nice.
Yeah.
The building isn't old and decrepit.
And one of the first things I notice about this shot is they show the back of Christine's van and it has huge dents on the back left bumper. And I'm like, somebody backed into somebody.
Yes. And I think it might have been Robyn's minivan, though. I think she might have been
really?
driving.
She drove?
I think so.
Wow, I'm not shocked.
I mean, they didn't, I don't know if they showed him getting out of the van, but when they were pulling up, it did look like Robyn was driving.
Okay.
And I didn't notice the dinged up van, unfortunately.
It was bad. Like, it was really bad. Huge dents, like up the back of it on the left backhand side. Like, they decided, like, it was a decision to not pay to get that redone because it wasn't just a little thing. And it was like, well, you might as well total the car, probably, type of situation. I don't know. I don't know anything about cars. but
Robyn's totaled minivan.
It was ridiculous.
So good. When I was in college, my dad bought me a car at a police auction. It was a $300 Oldsmobile 88 or something. And the trunk had a huge dent in it. And it was odd to me because the bumper wasn't dented, so I don't know. I honestly don't even know how
Something
it
fell
could
on
have
it,
happened.
maybe.
Yeah, it looked to me like a tree was hanging over and someone just drove into it real fast in reverse. Like it was weird looking. And people would always be like, "How did that happen to your car?" I'm like, "It came like that. I don't even know."
Oh, that's good. I had a dent in my bumper because I live downtown and I drove into something at one point when I was backing out of a little teeny tiny parking spot. And the lady in the business I went into was like, that happens all the time here. Like, it's not even funny. Don't feel bad. Of course I feel bad. It's my fucking car. I bought a giant Band-Aid sticker online and I covered the huge dent with a big giant fake Band-Aid.
That's awesome.
And I would go into places and people would like laugh and be like, "Oh my God, I love your Band-Aid." But I wasn't going to get that fixed. It was a car that was just definitely not worth fixing.
Not worth it.
So put a Band-Aid on it.
I like the Band-Aid sticker.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I ended up trading in this Oldsmobile for the car that I later purchased while I was in school.
Yeah.
And when I went to go test drive this other car, I was like, well, here's the car I have. And I'm sitting with the salesman and he goes, well, I'm only going to be able to give you $500 for the car. And I was like, okay, because it was like $200 more than my dad paid for it at a police auction.
You're like, all
And
right,
so
I'll take it.
My dad we always joke about that story because it's like, well, I actually made a little money on this old Oldsmobile, and everyone was like, what is going on with your car? And I'm like, whatever.
Who cares?
Yep.
Some lady threw a bowling ball on it after her husband cheated or something. I don't know.
Like, I'm just trying to get to school and I'm broke as fuck. So it starts and it goes down the road. Like, that's all I need.
You should have made up some backstory for it, some
I
like
know.
lore behind how it ended up that way.
I really should have.
Well, anyway, Robyn totally would have needed 3 Band-Aids for the back of hers, but we'll move on.
Giant Band-Aids. So they're arriving at the restaurant. As they're getting settled, they're going in. There's voiceovers from both Robyn and Christine. And Robyn says, things have been rough with Christine. Maybe she thinks I threw things off with her and Kody. It's like, oh, wow, you're such a detective.
You're so insightful.
She's so bright. That's what I always say about Robyn. She's so bright. Christine's voiceover was something along the lines of, I never thought anything would rock our boat. I was with Kody for 16 years as the last wife, and I never thought anything was going to rock our boat. Whatever, Christine.
Oh, boy. They mentioned that it was like 2.5 years ago that they got together for the first time, kind of Robyn and meeting everybody and whatnot. And that is, that's a portion of time. It's not like this is 6 months ago anymore at this point, or a year even. 2.5 years is a bit.
They moved states.
Yeah.
They both had children. Like, things have happened in this 2.5 years.
Right? So for this conversation to be happening for the first time in 2.5 years is a little shocking to me. I don't know if it's shocking. They obviously have bad communication skills in this family in general.
They're in a lot of denial and
but
rejections.
I just can't believe that after the show coming out and after being brought into the public eye and people maybe calling these things out, that you're finally 2.5 years later having this conversation. Yeah.
Seems pretty on brand for them.
I think one thing that made me mad during this scene is that Robyn said that the wives, they agreed to this. So it's confusing why they don't like her.
So Christine and Robyn go into the restaurant and they're seated at like a corner booth thing, like a table. There's windows behind on 2 sides. I only say corner because it is a corner. Yeah. And Robyn's on one side and Christine's on the other. And they're having this conversation where most of the time Robyn is holding Solomon and kind of like rocking. What is this called?
Bouncing
him. Like she's like the new mother with the child. And I don't know, maybe truly sleeping or something, because Christine's shots are all her just like bad lighting, bad skin, staring at
just
her.
Being kind of angry. And
yeah, like they don't, it doesn't make Christine look good. I'm going to say that.
I feel like they're trying to paint her as not aggressive, but just, maybe it was just odd.
And Christine does volunteer towards the beginning of this conversation when they're actually sitting at the table that she didn't think she would be jealous of their relationship, or that she would think that Robyn and Kody's relationship was bad. She even volunteers that she knew that Robyn belonged in the family, but then she became jealous.
Yeah, she always felt that Robyn belonged in the family, which is why she didn't say anything. But she has also just had this crazy jealousy out of nowhere, and she hasn't been able to get over it. And she thinks that the jealousy is at first was aimed at Robyn, but then she realized that it wasn't about Robyn and it was about Kody.
Kody. Oh, Kody!
Yes.
And this is where Robyn brings up what you were talking about.
Yeah.
If the wives were unhappy with the situation, all they would have had to do was tell Kody, and it would have been over.
Yeah, all they would have had to do was say no to Kody about this, and it would have been done. And she's so confused because they all agreed to it, so why don't they like her?
Yeah, right.
Just because people agree to something doesn't mean that they're not allowed to have feelings about it. Excuse me?
And it's so... I don't even know what the word is that I'm looking for. I don't know that it's manipulative or juvenile or looking on the bright side deceptively. I don't know what you would call it, but when someone approaches a situation with...
Very manipulative.
You could have said no. It could have just been whatever. It's like, this was obviously a very intricate, like a very multi-layered situation. He's bringing in a fourth wife. The other wives want to be optimistic about things. And unless there's huge red flags, they're probably gonna lean towards optimism, even if expressing just that. I mean, it's like, what is she saying that any one of them was going to say, Kody, no?
But also their feelings are allowed to change throughout the process. That is life. Your feelings change throughout things.
Yeah.
My feelings towards somebody could change throughout the day based on the scenario. Like, that is normal. So get over that and have some empathy for them, for the situation that they're in as well. It's not all about you. The self-centeredness of it. I just thought you all hated me. And the self-pitying and the manipulation is just so obvious to me.
Yes, very obvious. She says position so many times in this conversation. Well, at least 2 or 3 times, where she talks about her position. This is just my position. This is the position I'm in, blah, blah, blah. I'll reference it again.
Mm-hmm.
But like you're saying, there doesn't seem to be anything coming from her about, wow, like you guys must have... I don't know that she really acknowledges their feelings or has a reflective moment of like... Because I'm thinking about moving beyond reflection of, or even acknowledging someone's feelings, where you're like, okay, I know how they're feeling now. I'm going to change a little bit of my behavior, or I'm going to try to make them feel more comfortable. I'm going to be less Kody me. Like, she doesn't even, there's no action taken as far as I can tell.
She makes a comment about, oh, I don't know how you guys even let me into the family. But that's not acknowledging their feelings either. That's bringing it back to you and, I don't know how you guys did this for me.
Yeah.
It's not acknowledging the fact that this must have been a difficult decision and that the wives still... all I can come back to is that they're allowed to feel how they feel about it at any point during the process. They could have been so excited at the start of it, like, oh, we're getting a new sister wife, like more children, more friendship, more whatever, more chance to get into heaven, whatever the hell they think that...
More debt to pay off.
Yes. Whatever they think that this is going to bring to the family, they could have been excited about that from the get-go. But as soon as she was brought into the family, and like Christine says, she feels like Kody left her, so it's him, not Robyn, she is allowed to feel abandonment. She's allowed to have those feelings, especially since she was pregnant and having a baby at that time.
Yeah.
And the fact that Robyn's not empathizing with her more and she just had a baby of her own actually disgusts me. Like, as a mom, to not give that empathy to another mother and be like, this must have been so hard for you. You were pregnant, you had Truly, and I apologize for the timing of the situation. I cannot even imagine how hard that was for you. That's all she had to fucking say.
Mm-hmm.
And it pissed me off that she just had no self-awareness, no reflection, no empathy. She's self-centered, and I think that this moment really solidified for me how much of a narcissist she is.
Yeah, it's all about her.
Yeah.
Her reactions were all about the other people's feelings about her and her position. This is why I brought up the position word, because she says it multiple times, and I'm like, ugh. It's also uncomfortable to watch Christine talking about how it was Kody, it wasn't you. I figured out it was how I was feeling about Kody. Oh, Kody, me and Kody. And it's like, that can't be true, though.
That's Meri spouting out of her mouth.
Yes.
Because she, I think, could have said to Robyn, and I think she might have said before that conversation with Meri, if we're in a timeline where that actually happened in that order, she could have said, you know, it was a little hurtful to me that you didn't reach out to me more or support me more as a new mom and a sister wife.
Yeah.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that what they're there for each other? And isn't that the whole point of being together? Otherwise, you could live separate lives in your separate houses and it wouldn't matter. Hello.
Snap, girl. Because you are hitting on this. There's so many things with this conversation. Robyn did not participate like the other sister wives with childcare, integrating as a family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the other sister wives would watch each other's children and work different jobs and support each other's schedules and do all of this. Robyn never does that.
No, but they're watching her fucking kids so that she can go off with Kody
on dates and do whatever. But in the future, Robyn gets a nanny and like does whatever. Like she doesn't actually lean on them at all, which does come up in the future. Christine's like, you never asked for our help ever. And so for Robyn to, in the future, get a nanny and to kind of do everything on her own and have this self-sufficient home when the OG3 were reliant on each other and they were literally building like a family unit, Robyn never does that. She's always on her own.
And what's the point of having this big compound coming up here and spending all this money? And you've got these three wives with one idea in their head about how this family dynamic is supposed to work, how it has worked in the past. And then you've got Robyn coming in and she wonders why she is like segregated from the group and all this stuff, but it's like you're doing it to yourself, and she's othering herself so that she seems sad and pitiful to Kody, so he gives her more attention. She's being a pick-me girl, and it's gross.
It is gross.
They both start to cry.
I know,
too.
this is it. Robyn's like, I thought it was me. Oh, God, Robyn, just stab yourself already.
And then she talks about how her mom told her not to take it personally and to love them through it, love the other wives through it. It's not her fault.
No, it's not your fault, little hussy daughter. They don't know what to do with you because you're a psycho
You're
bitch.
just so perfect,
Yeah.
my
Oh,
little
that's it.
sainty
You're
angel.
so
They don't know
perfect.
what to do about it. Don't you
Show
have
Christine that you love her.
Yes, show her.
She never does anything to show her that she loves her.
Yeah, kind of yucky. She says, too, at one point that she's sad that it ruined her relationship with Kody, Christine's relationship with Kody. Like, that her and Robyn had this dynamic, and now it feels like, oh, she's sad about the fact that it ruined their relationship.
Yeah, that they were having a hard time, and she sees this.
Yeah.
She feels bad. And she also says in the future, she can speak Kody. She knows Kody. It's like, you're talking to someone who was married to him for 16 plus years. They were, so like, this is not, it's not like they don't know who he is. They know who he is.
She's just not logical about things, and she's just doesn't think stuff through. She's very, she's a shallow person in the sense that there's not much going on there.
No, not very bright.
No.
And for someone who cries all the time and, oh God, I don't want to go off on too many tangents on this episode, but I get a little irritated with people that are too voluntary, that they are empaths. Oh, I have so much empathy. I have whatever. It always makes me go like, toot, because I can have empathy for people and I have sympathy for people. I'm not a clinical narcissist, no matter what people say. And I don't think it's about like getting attention for being empathetic, first of all, but then it's like, you don't behave in this manner. None of Robyn's actions align to someone who's going, oh God, I feel this and I need to help this person. I need to do something about it. She just has a lot of word salad.
I mean, she would have been there for Christine after having truly, if that were truly the case.
Truly. A person can feel things and not really be empathetic to someone's situation, not do anything to change it, not do anything to help, not do whatever. They can just feel it. This is where Robyn has another spotlight moment, and she says, it's just my position. I'm like, why? Even in her rationales, it's like she's in this position. It's her lot in life. It's like she was put in this place, and like even a touch of victimhood, like, woe is me.
I think her mom confirmed it for her too. And so there's a bit of confirmation probably coming from Kody, probably coming from her mom.
We find out later, I want to say in Christine's book that came out this last year. Might be wrong. Maybe it's in an episode, but at some point we find out that another layer, an issue that Christine has with Robyn is that after this conversation, this very conversation that we're discussing, Robyn goes home and tells Kody that Christine has a problem because he abandoned her. Like that it's his fault, not Robyn's. And Christine learns that she cannot trust Robyn. I don't think this is going to come up again this season. I don't think it's addressed. I think it's something that comes out further down the road. But this very conversation, when Christine is saying, it's not you, Robyn, it was my relationship with Kody. Well, Robyn runs home and says, well, Kody, guess what? Christine has a problem with you, not with me. I mean, isn't that fucked up?
It's fucked up because Christine literally says in her voiceover, interview that she realizes how much she loves and trusts Robyn.
Yeah.
After that conversation.
Terrible. And this is the thing is like we're not going to learn this in air quotes for a while. But just knowing that in the future it comes out that while Christine is saying, I trust Robyn, she goes home to tell Kody to probably spin the story in not such a great light for Christine. Let's be real.
She's probably even lying when she admits that she said that to him, because why would you admit something that makes you look bad?
Well, Robyn's not very bright, so
Yeah.
I think in the future there are times where things come out where it's like, girl dumb.
Yeah, she probably said so much worse than that, though.
I know, right?
But Kody, fuck off. She's not wrong. You did abandon her. You literally fucking left her at the hospital when she was giving birth. What do you think you did? You abandoned her in her time of, such vulnerability to go and see Robyn, and it was a jokey scene between them too.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like he was rushing off or anything. He was laughing and joking during that scene with Robyn while Christine's at the hospital. So it's just gross again. All I can say is that her and Kody's behavior is fucking gross.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. When Christine says that she knows that Robyn wants the best for Kody and her. And I need to let her in because she's a good person. Meanwhile, she's going to go and totally twist this story to make you sound bad to your husband. Also, Christine has been transparent. I think it was even just the last episode or the one before where she's telling Kody, well, I mean, you come here late and you leave early. She's probably giving examples clearly of why I don't feel valued by you, my husband.
And she said in the last episode, too, that he stopped making the other wives feel special. He stopped giving them that, you're special for this reason, you're special for this reason. Their little niche thing that they had, we each felt special.
Yeah.
We stopped feeling that way. And now she's saying she felt abandoned. And she mentioned in the other episode, you're correct, about how he does come late and leave early. And obviously there's something going on there, and she's not wrong for pointing it out, but it's everyone else is telling her, shut up, push it under the rug, fix yourself. You've got the problem here. And so I do applaud her because she is probably the one person in the situation currently that's being honest with herself and honest with everybody else.
Interesting, because I would never think of Christine as someone who's being honest with herself. So it's interesting that you say that because it is true in this instance.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to share real things and things that are happening. They're not insane. Meri's being like, you need to fix yourself, wagging her finger at her. And Robyn's being like, but my position, me. And Christine's like, I guess, yeah, Robyn's a good person and I should just fix myself. I mean, it's twisted. It's like fucking with her head, you know?
I believe that she felt in her heart of hearts after having truly that she had this moment of realization of everything, and that perhaps she's been putting on a front, and that's why she comes across as trying to be Disney princess, is because she's putting on a front and she's putting on the happy face that she's being told to put on, and the facade is cracking because of postpartum depression and having a baby and being in the situation that she's in, and she just can't put on a front anymore. But now she's being told to put it back on, and she's struggling to.
It's hard to keep sweet for decades and decades.
It's like the half mask, the performance theater mask, right?
Yes.
I don't want to keep saying truly in this. I think
No, it's good because truly.
it like
truly, madly, deeply. Yeah.
But she has this image right now, and like that she's kind of breaking down and trying to put on a smile, and it's faltering.
Yeah, what are those masks? It's like tragedy and comedy?
Yes.
I think that's what they are.
I think that is.
Oh,
yeah.
what a good homosexual. Look at me.
I
deserve
I'm
praise.
kind of a theater nerd too, and I'm like, I don't fucking know what that's called.
It's because of my position.
Somebody's yelling it right
And
now.
someone really needs to feel bad for me. Robyn closes out this exchange with I don't know if it was a spotlight or a voiceover. I was so disturbed by this point, I kind of lost all my senses. But she says, it's amazing that a sister wife wants you to have a good relationship with your husband. Like, you dumb bitch. This is what you're taking out of this conversation? Like, yes, it is amazing. That would be great. Do you think you're doing that for the other sister wives? Do you really think you're helping them with their relationships with their husband? Bitch is unaware, selfish, delusional, and literally a narcissist. Oh my God. Cut to an odd scene where Janelle and Christine are going to a real estate office. Not sure if it's just an office, I guess. Somewhere to study to get their real estate license.
There's another baby in the family. In the form of a white convertible again.
Oh
a new
my
one.
God. They arrive in a white Mitsubishi convertible. How many convertibles does this family need?
Uno, dos, tres. What the fuck?
I'm hoping it's just a rental for some reason.
What is with this family?
Or a
and
production car or
convertibles?
something. Because why on God's green earth would they have a third convertible?
I don't doubt it though. Now they're probably like, we live in Vegas. It's warm most of the time. Let's
The
get
desert.
the convertible. It's a good excuse.
It was awkward and
Yeah.
weird because I was definitely scratching my chin going, why are we getting out of another convertible? And why are we going to this office? And then it's like, oh, that's right. They're going to have a real estate empire. Ridiculous.
Yeah, and they're just studying together there, which is weird because it's like you could have done that at your home.
It's so
They're just
weird.
trying to get like a scene outside of the home.
I think so too.
There's like a whiteboard in the room, and it's like a smallish.
Yeah, it's like a
study
conference room, like a meeting room.
Yeah, conference room. Yeah.
And then they're talking about this ambition for real estate whatnotness. And Janelle is, I'm pretty serious about this. I think I'm going to be a realtor. A real estate agent. And Christine's like, well, I did want to do it, but oh God, then I got the book and it's just real thick and there's a lot of words and letters and I don't even know. And it's like, oh my God, hate to say it, love all the real estate agents in my life, but real estate does tend to be a thing that people fall back on when they're not good at anything else. So Christine, come on. That was a terrible way to phrase that. I'm just saying you don't have to be a rocket scientist to be a real estate agent.
No,
you
to
don't.
pass the exam and everything, I can't imagine is too terribly difficult.
No.
But then to actually make money at real estate is more difficult because you have to be a talker.
That's
in
where
a
the
way
real
that,
talent comes in, is the
Yes.
networking and the building of your relationships.
I'll tell you, the guy who was our realtor, I love him to death. And he was good at showing us houses and being able to talk through the why this is good, why this is bad, why he would buy it, why he wouldn't buy it. Also a friend of my husband's, so that was helpful. And there were a few times where he couldn't come for the tours, and he had another real estate agent come with us that he trusted and was like, this guy's great, he'll come. And the other guy was going to get, oh gosh, he didn't get his inspector's license, but I think he went to some classes for it. This guy knew everything. Like, we would go into a house and he'd be like, no, there's moisture here. You don't want this fucking house. And I'm like, that is gold.
Yeah.
Like, that is gold. These real estate agents that actually know what they're talking about. They actually know the ins and outs. They know what an inspector might see. They catch some things. He pointed out some spots that could be asbestos, could not be, based on his past experiences. I'm like, okay, you have to have intelligence after the test. I think the
Right.
test is probably easy, but actually selling a home and having practical knowledge for selling a home in a good, responsible way to your client, that's the fucking key here.
And another giveaway was Christine being like, I thought that maybe I should be an interior designer. It's like, oh my God. So this
Gag
is why I
me.
just can't have respect for
Fucking
Christine, because
gag
it's
me.
like, honey, we've seen your home. We've seen,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is you think you're going to pick out for others. Like, you're really going to get the taste and
Yeah.
ideas, and you're going to come up with a concept based on another person and decorate their home? Bitch, no.
You could have, in another life, you totally could have been an interior designer, by the way.
Oh, I know. I have had real estate agents tell me that they would like to hire me to help stage properties. And
Oh
I'm
my
like,
gosh.
I know, but then it becomes a whole thing. And I don't actually want to do that. Like, I just like making my places look
You love doing it for
fabulous.
yourself.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I get that. And I think it's fun too. I'm like, I have a little bit of a weird, like, wacky design style.
Wacky!
Wacky! With my food wall that I want to do upstairs, that still is in process. And hey, I got to craft some shit to put on that wall.
You do have to craft some shit to
fake
put on your
food.
wall. I love it. One person at one point, I was having an open house or a holiday party or something, and someone was like, now, don't take this the wrong way, but your place kind of looks like it's like a staged apartment. And I was like, well, what way is there to take that other than like the biggest compliment
Thank
ever?
you.
Like, hello, it looks like someone came in here and spent money to make it look nice. I'll take
But
it.
you
Now,
have risky pieces, so it's not even
This
just
is
that
it.
it would be staged.
I'm like,
you've
there
got
is a
some
penis right
risque.
over there. So obviously, this is
Yeah.
customized to me.
I love it. Okay, I have to just call this out right now for people that don't know him.
My penis is out right
His
now.
Penis. I have to call your penis out. No, he has like the cutest in his bathroom, the cutest pictures of all of the Clueless cast
Yeah.
as their high school photos. Their high school photo from Clueless, the movie.
They were Polaroids from when the cast was getting ready and they were trying out different outfits and stuff.
Yes, and they're like in his bathroom on the wall as a, what do you call that? Like in a grid style on
Like
the
a
wall.
collage, yeah.
And it's so fucking cute and
Gallery.
I love it. I love it. It's unique and it's fun and it's so you. I just love
I
it.
do get a lot of compliments on that.
Yeah.
It definitely shows my age as well.
Yes.
I'm like, that movie from the 90s is one of my top 5. And people are like, who are these people? No, I'm just kidding.
like, this is my mom and this is my dad and this is my uncle.
One of them's like Brittany Murphy. I'm like, she's my sister.
Oh, Brittany Murphy, R.I.P. Love you, bitch. Still don't believe that she died from toxic mold. Just want to let you know that there's a conspiracy theory there. Put a
Bing.
pin in that.
Bing.
So they say that they are independently pursuing real estate together.
Oh, yes, they are.
So they are like trying to draw it into this like thing between the two of them because Kody dropped out. And Christine tries to throw Kody under the bus and say that it was because he saw how big the book was and said no.
Oh.
And Janelle like backtracks for her and says no. It's because he got this opportunity with this sales position or whatever the fuck it
the
is.
Mary Kay job.
That we don't believe. This is Mary
Yeah.
Kay job
Yeah.
that I think that he is doing because of his pink ass copper looking
car.
fucking convertible.
Nissan. Good Lord.
So anyway, it's almost like Christine throws him under the bus. Janelle tries to save him. Christine throws herself under the bus. And
It's a mess.
snap back to reality. We're independently pursuing this together.
And they both like have a chuckle like, yep, this is ridiculous. And it's like, yep, it is.
And Janelle mentions, I could have done it without either of them. I was just going to do it on my own at this point. Bah.
And that is so true.
Yeah.
And it's truly true.
Leave it up to
and on
Janelle.
brand. Yes.
Leave
Very
it
on
up to
brand.
Janelle to put this whole house on her back like Quasimodo and just fucking walk out of that office with her books in hand, just punching babies in the face. That's all I gotta say.
Punching babies in the face. Now,
I don't know.
you are going to live to regret saying these things, not about the punching the babies, but about Janelle, because,
shit.
Janelle, it's not that what you're saying is untrue. But do you think Janelle ever sells a house? Predict, crystal ball in front of you. Do you think Janelle ever sells?
Probably not. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's because she doesn't have the charisma. It's what one might say.
The charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
Well, like I said, I just think that it takes a certain person to sell a house. You have to have that internal knowledge of homes and what buyers are looking for and what is good and what isn't. If you sell somebody a home one time or give somebody a tour one time and there's water damage and you don't call it out, you fucked.
You fucked.
You're a bad real estate agent. No one's going to recommend you. They're going to shame on your game. I don't know.
I just don't see either one of them being interested in homes or properties. And there's also a fundamental element of you kind of need to like homes, houses, property, like the process.
Yeah.
And they both live in places where you wouldn't assume that they care at all about their homestead. So it's just weird.
Very basic. All of their homes are very basic, bland, blah.
Except for Meri. Now, I'm not going to say hers is good, but Meri is the one that's I have the red, white, and blue room, and she is a crafting room. Okay,
She does have a crafting
You
room.
can't make a mess in Meri's house. You can't run in Meri's house. Meri's house is particular. Meri would be a good real estate agent if she was personable and all of that. She would be pointing out the cracks and the that roof's going to have to be replaced in the next year or two, so that's $10,000 right there. She would be that bitch.
What I do find hard about this family is that they always just look like they're renting.
Yes.
And they're too scared to even hang a photo. Anything at all. Anything at all.
A lot of bare walls.
Yeah.
Robyn, that was the whole, for the first 2 seasons of this fucking show, I was like, what is her shit? There's totes and boxes and nothing's on the wall. And it's why don't you just unpack a little? What else is she doing all day? What is Robyn doing? Don't even get me started.
But also, what are her children doing? Because her children are old enough that they can unpack a fucking box themselves, too. But
Robyn's too busy staring into space.
I don't know. My kids don't even pick up their own fucking toys half the time. So
I know. I'm don't put it on the
say?
kids. Robyn is a deadbeat loser. No, we're deadbeat losers. Robyn is a deadbeat mother. Robyn is trash, and I'm stepping on that trash.
Yeah, well, sometimes my own kids are deadbeat losers. Pick up your fucking toys.
Pick up your toys, you
Pick up your
deadbeat
toys,
loser.
you deadbeat loser. Magical unicorn music starts playing, and they get to Janelle's. And she's hosting the party for Kody, who is, mind you, going to be 44. Ding, 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 ding.
This is my little blower.
And they give some cuts to the children, all gathered around Kody. And one of the daughters eats a booger, and it's really adorable. And then another daughter puts a crown on Cody's head that looks like a Burger King crown from back in the day. And it's just so beautiful.
Have it your way.
And Kody starts opening all of the homemade gifts. All of those homemade gifts.
And I can't help but think, imagine how many crafty gifts he's received in his life from all of those kids, every birthday, every Christmas, every time there's a time to celebrate. He's probably getting a shit ton of homemade crap. And it's true.
It's so true. It's so true.
But that, of course, it's lovely, it's cute, and it's whatever, but it's a bunch of shit. He's
but
probably
what do
got
you
so
do
much
with
shit.
it? What do you do with it?
What
Like
do
I
you do
said
with it?
before, there comes a point where you have to get rid of it, unless you're Robyn, probably. I don't know. She probably fucking keeps them all in
She
totes.
needs her third
She's
garage
probably got like
for
10
that.
totes per kid at this point, like one for each fucking grade of their life. But Kody's opening the homemade gifts, and you noticed something that I did not, and I rewound because I had to see it because you were laughing so hard. A giant clothespin.
Yes.
One of the kids picked up like a giant clothespin that was like just a plain wooden clothespin. That
it was probably like a foot long or something.
Yeah,
Instead of a few inches, it was like
I would think
jumbo.
it was like 14 inches. Like it was larger than a foot even. And it was like painted. Like the child painted it, which is really cute. But
Very cute.
Cody's laughing so hard. He's like, oh, like that was actually cute. That was a funny moment that child picked out a large clothespin to paint
And
for
painted
a gift.
some letters or something on it. Maybe
Yeah.
a name. You don't really get to see the detail, but you see Kody holding this giant clothespin being like, it's a giant clothespin. And it's like, oh my God.
It was funny. It looked like a bunch of colors like slapped on it. Like the child like painted it a bunch of colors like my 3-year-old would do. So
It was probably from like, oh God, I was going to say McKelty, like a 12-year-old. Like, oh my God.
boy. Oh boy.
That's what that polygamous homeschool does for you. You can,
It could hold up a real estate sign on the front of the house.
It could. You could clip it. Yes. Super adorable how Savannah gave Kody money from her piggy bank. That was so cute.
That was cute. And Kody was like, I think that Savannah's just a really generous kid. And there was like $5 in change from her piggy bank that she gave me. And it was really cute. And that was another cute, funny moment. Because as a parent, I could never I would go and sneak it back into that piggy bank.
Well, of course
later,
you're not.
right?
Could you imagine keeping it?
I
That
mean,
would be like
don't
diabolical.
you think he did?
No, that would be like Robyn level crazy. He's
You
not
don't think
keeping
that he did?
Savannah's piggy bank money.
I hope not.
My
I mean,
God,
I
that would
fucking
be
hope not.
terrible. Savannah also did give Leon a box of rocks, and you were being very mean to Savannah about that.
Yeah, well,
You
that
tore
was
Savannah
different.
from limb to
If she
limb.
would have put quarters in that box,
You destroyed her future dreams. Yes, she should have put money in that box.
maybe she like jumped to the future and had like this weird moment and heard me talking shit about her box of rocks, and she goes, "I better get money this time."
Well, I think you think a lot of yourself, Miss Empath.
Time travel.
Imagine the impact I've had on Savannah from the future.
Oh God.
So ridiculous.
Dying.
So, you know, Savannah, the box of rocks, the piggy bank money, it's cute. It's cute.
It is cute. That's why I can't.
I love little
honestly-
Savannah.
I
I think
can't
she's
be
so adorable.
honestly upset about that gift. What I was actually upset about
Oh,
was
here
that
comes
they
the
didn't
truth.
show Leon getting a real gift afterwards.
I know. Well, you know, some of us aren't as materialistic as you, darling.
Oh yeah. Love me some
Coming from me.
Louis Vuitton all over my shirt and the entire print.
Hold on. I've got it. My phone is in its Louis Vuitton phone case. Yeah, absolutely. Very.
Darling, I didn't see that. Is that new? It's shiny.
It was $3. It's knockoff.
Ooh.
Kody finally gets to a point where he's going to open the gift from the wives. The big moment has come for Kody to open his big package.
And at first he thinks it's from Logan. And the
Oh, he
wives
thought it was from
have
Logan?
he knew that Logan took all the kids to the store for these
Sure,
gifts.
okay.
So he thinks it's from Logan.
Oh, funny.
And the wives have to be like, no, that one's from us. Which also, if Logan didn't get him a gift, he took all your fucking kids to this craft store to make you these gifts, and
All
I
your
don't know if he
fucking
paid
kids.
for it, or he probably got like a card from Janelle to pay for it,
Yeah.
honestly. But he, like, that was his gift.
Well, did it seem like Kody was hung up that Logan needed to give him something?
No, but I
Okay.
think he just was like, oh, it's from Logan now because he
I
got
didn't
the
get
gifts
anything
from other
Logan.
kids.
Oh, ridiculous.
Yeah. So he didn't
I
even
didn't
like
notice
look or
that.
try to see who it was actually from first.
Which is great, because was there like no tag, no card, whatever? Like,
Who knows?
who was responsible for this gift? Because it clearly wasn't Meri's responsibility, because Meri would have put a big, bold, from your wives on it. From Meri and your other wives.
And you otherwise. He opens the gift
He's opening the wrapping.
and he goes, "It's a tool."
He's the tool.
He's the fucking tool. It's a tool. And he's like holding it up like, ooh, and he's like, I wanted a fun gift. All right, Chris, what kind of computer is this?
So he gets a MacBook laptop.
He gets a fucking MacBook.
Yeah.
And he's like unimpressed.
Right. It's like the same computer that I'm editing our podcast on these days. Like literally probably from the same era. Like it's a 10-year-old fucking laptop, you know?
That laptop is like a $1,400 laptop.
At least, yeah.
At least.
It was a nice, it's not
depending on the memory.
Shitty PC laptop that's like $300 at Best Buy. Like this is a Mac, new in the box laptop. A nice gift.
No, like they went in on this and they talked about it and this is a big purchase. And you want to know what he fucking says? He talks about how he's just thinking about how he's going to have to go to work.
Right.
Almost like he's thinking, shit, now I got to pay for my own gift.
Right.
Like, no, they talked about the money ahead of time, you motherfucker. He's just so rude about it. If I got a MacBook, I would be like, oh my gosh, you did not need to do this. Like, what?
Okay, as a 40-some-year-old man, I would maybe even reckon that I might say, this is like the nicest gift I've ever gotten. Like, I don't think because I've never been married, blah, 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 blah. I've never gotten a MacBook as a gift. Like, that's pretty fucking nice.
When I graduated, I bought myself a MacBook with a little bit of graduation money and money that I had saved up from some tips. And
from when you were a stripper.
Yes. Oh.
Ooh.
So, oh, God. People are going to believe that now. Just because of my reaction. I did it one time.
Oh, you
and I
started with
refused
the
to take the money.
Yeah, you started the amateur night and then you became a professional.
No, I refused to take the money that night because one of my friends was actually working and she brought me up for fun.
The story changed. You used to say that you donated it to children in need.
Oh, I totally did.
God.
Oh, my God.
Just gets worse and worse. Kody's doing a sales job. What on God's green earth does he need a MacBook for work even? Because I'm going like, what if you can't use whatever you're using right now for work? Like, why do you need this computer? If it's not for pleasure, then what is it even for?
Why would he need this computer? He's been needing
a MacBook.
He's been needing a new computer for a long time
to
watch porn on his one night off from the wives. Like
when he's at Mary's, when he's at Mary's or Christine's, he's got to watch porn. It's like, what is he doing with this computer? He's making the most intense presentations you've ever heard to sell
Mary Kay.
Mary Kay Cosmetics. I mean, give me a break. The connection to work was weird to me. And maybe were you thinking he was implying that he's going to have to work more to pay for the computer?
It felt like that to me.
Okay. I thought he was implying that it was for work. And either way, it's bullshit.
And he didn't like that because it wasn't fun. And I'm like, what did you want, a fucking RC remote control car that's a convertible bitch that drives up walls? Like, oh, no.
He did want a fourth convertible in the family.
And he wanted an RC car because it would have been fun. But it had to be a convertible or he would have rejected that too, just like this MacBook.
Just like his wives.
Just like his MacBook and his wives.
Meri poses a question, something along the lines of, is it the equivalent to giving a vacuum to us? Like, oh my God, to compare getting a MacBook to getting a vacuum because of his response. I mean, my God, he's a mess.
I got a Dyson vacuum once for my birthday from my husband. A Dyson cordless vacuum.
Did you hear that?
We'll just leave that silence.
That was silence.
That was silence.
But once again, I mean, I don't think I've ever gotten a Dyson anything for a gift. So that's not.
I mean, it wasn't a cheap gift.
It wasn't like a $40 Dirt Devil from Walmart, right?
No. Well,
he just really wanted you to clean more.
Well, I mean, I'm such an empath that I realized that in his heart of hearts, he just needed me to clean. And I just felt it so deeply in my soul that I was just so happy with that gift.
If someone gave me a nice Dyson vacuum, I'd be like, oh, this is going to improve my life. So I don't know.
It did. I actually was thrilled. I think I posted something on social media at the time that was like, you're getting old when you are happy to get a Dyson for your birthday.
Hey, amen.
But it's funny that she brings it up because apparently this is like a theme for him. And what I'm thinking like with this comment is that they were so broke perhaps at the time, that he couldn't have bought her a vacuum during like the year any other time. So he knew she wanted one. So he splurged on a vacuum for her birthday.
But do you think he actually got her a vacuum?
I do.
Oh,
I do.
I wasn't getting that. I thought she was just pulling it as
No,
like
because he says,
typical
a
example.
toaster, this, that.
Yeah.
You don't just pull that out of thin air. Like, I think those things actually happened.
Okay.
And I
thought
think
it was
that
just because
they
it's
were-
like cliche.
Oh, I just think that they might have been like broke at one point, and so he got them what they needed for their birthdays and not what they wanted, because the women keep talking about how he needed this computer, which is why they got it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Amen. After the gift opening, the adults are all on the couch, and the wives are talking about how they expected him to be more excited because of receiving this gift. I mean, okay, he might have needed a computer, but once again, this is a nice fucking computer to get as a gift. Like, that is a nice gift. I'm sorry, I don't care who you are. This is a nice gift. And Robyn says that she knew he didn't really want a laptop for his birthday.
She threw all those bitches under the bus.
What the fuck does this even mean?
She threw them under the bus.
But what
Maybe
did
she
she
told
know?
him.
Why did she didn't say a single thing? You're right. She threw them
might have
under the
told
bus.
him, and she threw them under the bus so
But, like,
hard.
what the fuck did she know? Why the fuck is she even saying this now? She's
To
such an
kiss
empath.
ass. She wants to look good to him. She wants to be the one wife that knew that he didn't want that computer.
She's
a pick
bitch.
me.
Yeah, she's a
Pick
bitch.
me. Pick me. I knew he didn't want this.
Gross.
It really is gross. And especially after that conversation with Christine. And then Christine goes in hard after that comment from Robyn. And it was really awkwardly quiet after Robyn made that comment. And it was also in a moment where Kody should have had some reflection and said something, because they'd all said that they were disappointed by his reaction, and it got quiet.
Yep.
And then Robyn opens her fat mouth instead of letting Kody defend himself.
No, hey, not fat mouth, square jaw. She has
Sorry,
square jaw.
her big
She
old
opened her square jaw.
And she says that she knew he didn't want it. And it's like, if you actually knew that, why didn't you speak up? She's one of the only people that like barely spoke up at the table when they talked about the gifts. And it's also, bitch, you didn't put in for it. All the other wives put in for it, and they were nice enough to put your fucking name on the gift, and you threw them under the bus?
Yeah, like, where was Robyn's money coming from? There was no money from Robyn.
No money from Robyn.
If there was money from Robyn, it came from one of the other wives anyway. Like, it wasn't hers.
So then to do that to them and throw them under the bus after the fact that they were nice enough to put your name on the gift is just awful. Like,
It is awful.
It's just fucking awful. And I think Christine's mad that she said that. And you can tell it's quiet again, like after she says that. And then Christine goes off. And she says, we should just do it like we used to do it, where you pay for your own gifts and you bring them and we wrap it and we say, thank you, Kody. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Ooh. It was hard.
Uncomfortable.
It was hard to watch because everyone was obviously hurt, and Kody couldn't defend himself, couldn't even admit that he was a dickhead. And then Robyn does the very Robyn thing and throws him under the bus. So,
I mean, this is another example of Kody's ridiculousness in his inability to say, oh, I am sorry. Or like, he doesn't even, there's no reaction from him. It's quiet, it's silent, it's uncomfortable and awkward. Robyn's a bitch, and Christine's like, well, I guess we'll just default to what we used to do. Like,
yeah.
My God, these people are so emotionally stunted. I cannot believe that Kody couldn't even just pull his pants up, grab his balls, do whatever the phrase would be to be like, I'm sorry, you guys, that was so disappointing. He can't even say that?
No.
Oh, he's such an idiot. So after the disappointing gift and the disappointing discussion afterwards, they cut back to Kody blowing out candles at his party for the like wrap up of the episode. And they have his candles on 2 different cakes because, of course, there's 723 of them. So they have to have 2 cakes. And he's like, I couldn't fit all my candles on 1 cake. And it's like, Shut the fuck up, Kody.
You also couldn't feed all of your children with one fucking cake,
This is
motherfucker.
it. He's so selfish. She is so selfish.
He talks about the candles and needing 2 cakes for the candles. No, you needed 2 cakes to feed your children
For all
each
of your
a piece
kids,
of cake.
all of the other people around you, the
they're
ones
just
that
gonna get a
remember you
sliver.
impregnated other people and then they gave birth to them and they're your family.
Yeah.
Remember these people?
But also, who puts the actual amount of candles on their cake as their age? Like,
For
do people
44.
really do that?
Well, honey, next year you better be putting 78 on mine because you know I expect one candle for every year.
Flip that the other way. 87,
Oh, that's right.
Christopher.
Don't lie, Chris. You're going to turn 87, not 78.
Lying about it. I just took my teeth out for 1 second here, and you just started fucking lying to everybody.
I am a liar and a fraud. Just call me Robyn. Just call me Robyn. Call me
You've
Robyn.
got no empathy, you sick motherfucker. And I have no teeth because you kicked me in them a couple episodes back.
If I had a dime for every tooth I kicked and every child I saved. Ooh, okay, so now it's time for everyone's favorite portion of the episode, mustard seed and shit stain. And I'm going to start with my mustard seed because, god damn it, I've earned it. I'm going to give my mustard seed to Savannah, of course, because she gave her piggy bank money to her dad, and that's so sweet. Even though you hate her for the box of rocks and you have slandered her, you have drug her name through the mud, you have made her sound terrible over and over repeatedly. I think Savannah's cute as a bug on a rug and a sweetheart, and she deserves all of the mustard seeds that she can get.
All right. Well, at least now she's even. It's back to a 0. So
She's back.
she's
Savannah's
back to a 0. Canceled out
God.
my one.
We are awful people. Awful people.
You know,
That's what they came here for.
sometimes You just got to be honest with children.
Savannah, you're at a 0. Okay. Your mustard seed, darling?
I'm going to say that my mustard seed is baby Saul from the future.
Solomon.
Baby Solomon being Truly's protector in the future because he's larger than her.
Oh, that is so
Can I do
rich
that?
because today he is like a toothpick of a little boy. Like he blows over in the wind.
Well, I'm
He
going to
couldn't
give it to
protect
him
himself.
because he got dragged through the mud for being
A chubby baby.
a larger child.
A larger
He
child.
got drugged through the mud for being a larger baby.
He was wearing
So-
those husky toddler clothes.
He wasn't even a toddler. He couldn't even sit up on his own yet, I don't fucking think. And they were talking about his weight.
They had to give him 4-month-old diapers when he was fresh out the womb.
Yeah, but like, come on. Like, why are we doing this to this poor boy? So he gets my mustard seed because baby Saul, you're just going to be Savannah's protector. And I just really admire that about you.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm living in an alternate universe right now. Okay, so shit stain, darling. Do you want to go with your shit stain first?
It's obviously Robyn for throwing the other women under the bus
Yes.
with the laptop.
Mm.
Honestly, what the hell was
Even with the
that?
Christine conversation that was terrible, it's still the laptop is even more.
It could have been both things, but this was not even just one person. It wasn't just Christine. It was every single woman sitting there on that couch, and they were all in the room, and they were all flabbergasted. Like, bitch, why didn't you give a girl a warning? We spent all this money on him and you knew he didn't want this. It almost makes me think she ruined the gift for him beforehand. Like, she might have said after the fact to him, like, do you think that you would want a laptop for your birthday? And like found out that he said no.
Quite a conspiracy theory, darling.
I don't know. I just think that was really shisty. Tisk tisk, Robyn.
Tisk tisk. My shit stain is definitely Kody Brown because he's failed all over the place in this episode. To not even be able to pretend that you're excited about getting a MacBook laptop is unbelievable. Like, I don't even know what that means. Like, that's insane. And then to think that the candles couldn't fit on 2 cakes because he's just so selfish. He's ridiculous. He's
Yeah.
definitely not an empath. That's for sure.
Not an empath.
Fuck
Kody Brown.
Fuck Kody Brown. Fuck Kody Brown.
Our Keep Sweet moment is a comment from Sue, and she says, "Thank you for being the much-needed comic relief in my very difficult year. I lost my dog in April, and my mom died this month. When you laugh, it makes me laugh too, and I appreciate it.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That is very sweet.
Oh, keep sweet moment. Literally, like, keep sweet. And thank you, Sue, for sharing. I know I just lost my dog this last year. And so some of the comments and outpouring of love from people was very, very, very nice and very sweet.
Yes. R.I.P. Rebel and my dog Goose's boyfriend.
Oh, yes. Your dog's boyfriend was my dog. Oh. So even though it was a short episode, we still managed to talk about it for a very long time. Imagine that.
Ooh, so much Robyn drama.
Robyn! Fall down a flight of stairs and die, Robyn!
All I have to say is don't hate me for being an empath.